Hey! Alright y'all, what's going on? As you can see, your boy finally got a haircut and the boy clean shaven. And today my birthday, I'm officially 24 years old. Happy birthday to me. Yay. Anyway, welcome back to the Snake Eyes Need the Dollar channel. I'm your boy Snake Eyes, obviously. Right, a little bit tired. Had to work on my birthday, unfortunately. Before we get started with today's video, I need y'all to do a few things for me. As always, like, comment, subscribe, before I kick all y'all asses. Now, I already know how to do already. Follow me on both my social medias. Twitter, SnakeEyes_dollar. The dollar's a damn dollar. Speaking of damn dollar, he's going to Milwaukee Bucks. Anyway, that's not relevant. But moving on from that, Instagram, SnakeEyes_W dollar. All lowercase. Alright? So, we're going to move on to the Eagles now. There's a few things I want to address. There's about 4 things. First off, Chris Sims talking shit again. Stephen Shea, this little fucking goofy ass nigga from Barstool Sports, he was saying some crazy shit. So we'll address those two, and then I'm gonna talk about Quez Watkins and Sidney Brown and Justin Evans were out with injuries. I'm gonna talk about Stephen Shea. I'm actually not mad at fucking Jared the Subway guy. I'm not. You wanna know why? Because the nigga did that shit on purpose. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, and I understand this is old news, I'm covering it because I didn't get a chance to. I released the video. I finished the video before it even happened. I didn't have time to record shit. I barely had time. I put my Monday video because, you know, Monday was kind of crazy. I put my Monday video on Tuesday. So that's how, no. I recorded my Monday video on Tuesday, and it took me to like, what, Thursday to put it out, and I haven't been able to sit down and even take, normally I've been putting clips all over. I'm consistent as fuck with that. I couldn't even do it. So, Stephen Shea, the man clearly did this shit on purpose. He clearly was trying to clout chase. The motherfucker couldn't even hold back the laughter. And these motherfuckers are such idiots. They fell for it. So he was basically like, he basically wanted Jalen Hurts hurt because we kept getting the tush push, now known as the brotherly shove. So we're going to call for the brotherly shove from here on out. That's what we call it now. Which I actually like that name better. I don't know, I thought that shit was like more sus. It's actually more sus calling it the damn tush push than the brotherly shove. So we'll call it the brotherly shove. So he got mad because, you know, the play's unstoppable and shit like that. And motherfuckers try to do the same thing. Every motherfucker in their mom is supposed to say, it's not fair. Everybody, like Nick Wright, Richard Sherman, they all talk, it's not fair, why did they do this? Everybody's just, shut up, stop crying. We got the best offensive line, and we got one of the strongest quarterbacks to ever step foot on the football field. Like, stop fucking crying. So, dude got upset. He kept getting over and over again. He was like, yeah, Jalen Hurts needs to get hurt. But, like, that's paraphrasing, but he basically saying, like, somebody should hurt Jalen Hurts. And then the people were like, oh my God. He said, you scumbag. How dare you? What's wrong with you, dude? And the nigga was like laughing. The nigga was barely holding up his life. Like, the nigga was like smiling with a closed mouth. You want to know why? Because the nigga wanted clout, and we gave it to this dumbass nigga, this little Jared the Subway guy looking motherfucker. So we gave it to him. We gave him the clout he wanted. The motherfucker didn't. I don't know if maybe he meant what he said. I don't know. But the nigga wanted a reaction. And you know what? I tell motherfuckers, if they want a reaction, take their ass to the science lab. Anyway, moving on. That was a corny ass joke. But bottom line is this. The nigga wanted clout. He wanted to say something so he can get mentioned, and that's the reason why he said he didn't. Maybe he meant it, maybe he didn't mean it, but I know for a fact his primary motive was, let me say something to go viral on the internet so motherfuckers could start a conversation about me. That's what he wanted, and y'all motherfuckers gave it to him, and they couldn't even hide his smile and laugh. So I'm not gonna talk shit about that little fat ass little fucking Simpsons character. I'm not gonna talk shit about him. I'm going to simply move on. Because the nigga wanted clout, and y'all gave him some congratulations. And I gave him some clout, too. So I'm among the fools as well. Like, pick me, pick me. Anyway, moving on from that. Talk about Chris Sims. Let me see something Chris Sims. I don't know who's worse at this point in time. The way Skip is on LeBron James' dick, or the way you on Jalen Hurts' dick. Last time I checked, Jalen Hurts is a straight man with a girlfriend. And listen, if you're gay, I have no problem with you. I don't hate gay people. My favorite singer is lesbian. My favorite artist is lesbian. So I have no problem with the LGBTQ community. I have no problem with that. But this motherfucker cannot stop talking about Jalen Hurts. You know what I would do? I would kill the corporate bitch if you don't shut your little your Archer character looking ass up. Oh, Woody toy, there's a snake in my boo, goofy ass. Shut the fuck up. Oh, pinball head ass nigga, shut the fuck up. Head like a motherfucking like bowling pin. Shut your dumb ass up. Conehead motherfucker. Shut your ass up. The nigga can't stop talking about Jalen Hurts. Like, let me tell you something right now. This motherfucker was a shitty quarterback. He was garbage as fuck. And nigga went viral because it's like, so, if you seen the clip with John Gruden when he was on the Buccaneers, right? Really, it's not as complicated as it may seem. What John Gruden really was saying, I didn't play football before, but he basically is saying what the routes are for the receivers. I know it's like F27. No, it's really not. He's basically telling the quarterback, because you can't really say what play it is outright. Otherwise, motherfuckers, if they know the play, the defense is going to make adjustments. So basically what you're doing is these numbers and these codes, those are, it's just basically letting the quarterback know and the offense know what route the receivers are going to run. That's all it is. It's not, it may seem like it's complicated as fuck, but trust me, if he would have told me that shit, I wouldn't have been able to recite it. But it's a good way to do that because it keeps the like, what the fuck are they talking about? Because it's kind of like combination numbers for boxes. They call it like, yo, I'm gonna do a 1-2, I'm gonna do a 7-8, right? 7-8 is like a body, 1-2 is like so Oz is the left hand, right? Ebis is the right hand. So they do that so they don't know, opponent doesn't know what's coming. Same thing with John Gruden was doing. Long story short, it's basically the routes that the receiver is supposed to run. So the thing is famous for like fucking that up, even though he told him like 4 or 5 times, right? Mediocre, shitty quarterback, irrelevant. Bitch only got a fucking reporting job because his father had reporting credentials, so he was like, son, take your mediocre in football, so shit, man, I was trying. And the only time this motherfucker I ever hear about this asshole, like I heard a bitch piece on NBC, but the only time this motherfucker ever gets any real clout is when he's talking about Jalen Hurts. Get off that nigga nuts, bro. He has a girlfriend. Jesus Christ, this man won't just stop talking about it. You gotta kill the quarterback. This little dumbass host and shit looking like George Stephanopoulos. Bruh, the nigga, like, I probably fucked up his last name. I don't give a shit. He was like, hey, he doesn't really mean kill. Yes, he fucking does. Stop saving face, asshole, frog face ass nigga. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He may say, yo, hurt Jalen Hurts, do something dirty to him. Yes, he does. You're a fucking. Jeez, I'm about to say something about to get me canceled. This nigga is constantly. I don't know what's worse, bro. That's Stephen A. What's his nigga name? Skips fetish for LeBron and your fetish for Jalen Hurts is weird. The nigga got a girlfriend. Get off his motherfucking dick. Like, the only time your ass get any fucking clout is mentioning his goddamn name. So I don't want to talk about this little ugly, goofy ass, little fucking Pinocchio looking ass nigga. I don't want to talk about this bitch ass. I don't care. I don't want to talk about him. Nigga like one of those fucking, like, bruh, like, look, I ain't got no more jokes because I'm all, like, heated from my previous discussion. But I want to talk about Quez Watkins now. I want to move on to him. Quez Watkins about the SpongeBob meme and shit. Basically, it's like, yo, couch potatoes always talking shit, whatever. Here's the real situation. Quez Watkins, stop responding to people. I understand. He definitely capitalized on every opportunity when he was in that Patriots game. Bro, focus on getting healthy and playing. Like, you made your point clear. Like, yo, listen, I understand the Eagles, a lot of Eagles fans are against you. They want you to lose your job. The media is against you. I get it. 100%, I got it. Brother, you determine your fate on your own. So what you need to focus on at this point in time, bro, get healthy. And in the meantime, you celebrate the hell out of your teammate. Because let's think about it like this. The coaches and the team is watching. If you take 2 from Jalen Hurts, when Jalen Hurts got benched for Tua in the national championship game, did you see him? Even the fucking Alabama quarterback recently who got benched a couple weeks ago, bro, he shook the other guy's hand. He was happy. Bro, you gotta develop that team first mentality. Otherwise, you know your contract is up after this year. They're gonna let you go. And I like it. I think you potentially could be the best wide receiver 3 in the league. I think you are if you give him the opportunity. But the reality situation is, bruh, it's a next man up mentality. I understand you really can't control injuries. I get all that. I understand. But brother, you made your point. You made your point earlier. You need to focus on the team. And you need to root on Zacchaeus. You don't need to be beefing with your teammate. You need to root him on. Who gives a fuck if the fans say, oh, it's going to be wide receiver 3? No. And let's just say, for instance, if you do get demoted wide receiver 4. You don't bitch, you don't complain, don't say nothing. You cheer on your teammate, and then when you get your opportunities, you capitalize on them. That's it. Because in reality situation, there's nothing that the Eagles can't wait on you. It's a next man up thing. So all you're doing right now at this point in time, brother, and let's just right now, out of pretty much every Eagles fan that exists that I know of, I'm probably the biggest Quez Watkins fan there is. Trust and believe. I believe that, like I said, his lack of production, his mistakes came from a lack of reps during the games. I've said this plenty times before. Nobody want to fucking hear it, but I'm telling you, that's what happened. It's hard when you don't get into a rhythm and then you expect it to make big plays. It's like it throws a player off. So I'm telling you, I think you're a great wide receiver. I think you're the best wide receiver 3 in the league, bro, when you're healthy and when you're given opportunities. What you cannot do, you cannot throw your own team. You cannot act like you at odds with your teammate. You got to celebrate it. So if you get demoted because the kids happen to be playing and he happen to be playing better than you from what it looks like, even though you really haven't gotten too many opportunities because you're injured most of the season, then you root for your teammate, bro. You give him a hand, you be like, bro, like, listen, like, yo, what? You have to be team first. You got to be team first. Because at this point in time, you think it's making the fans look bad. It's making you look bad, man. And it's making it very easy for the Eagles to literally just move on from you and demote you for the rest of the season and never give you an opportunity again. You need to focus on healing. You need to focus on the team. Stop focusing on what the fucking fans gonna talk shit. Eagles fans, they say anything. They're knee-jerk reaction fans. You play one bad game, oh, you trash. They don't give a fuck if you was good. If you had 200 yards of receiving if you had 25 yards of receiving and you dropped 4 passes, they'll say you're the worst receiver in the league. That's how Eagles fans operate. Stop fucking responding to fans and focus on the goddamn team before you find yourself on another team next year. And Howard's gonna do that shit with no problem because of your attitude. Your attitude, your mentality got to be different. You got to be team first. Not social media first, not Eagles fan first, team first. So what your ass need to do, if you get demoted, you need to be going and shaking your teammate's hand. You need to be probably putting a smile on your face. And you need to be a professional. That's it. So moving on. I fuck with you, Quez, but I got to show you some tough love on this one, brother. I got to show you some tough love. So we're going to move on with that. Once again, Justin Evans and Sidney Brown was out. I don't remember what the injuries was. I don't remember. Okay, so we're moving on. So Devin Allen got taken off. Boston Scott came back as well from his injury. So let's get into this game. Just like the Patriots game, how there's a lot of Eagles fans and a lot of people just saying shit that didn't exist. And just saying shit without just saying as if I think motherfuckers must have been drinking heavily again, because like the takes that I'm hearing about this game is almost as blasphemous as the first game. It's fucking crazy. It's like we're not watching the same game. And here's what I mean. I'm gonna elaborate. I hear motherfuckers talking bad about Brian Johnson. I'm like, why? Now here's a reality situation. Here's why I understand some frustration. I understand some frustration, but some of that falls on Coach Sirianni too. Here's the thing. Number one, you basically removing DeAndre Swift from the offense, especially in crunch time in that third and fourth quarter. Not running the football with him, preferring Gainwell over him, which I love Gainwell. Like, Gainwell's a really good running back, but he's not better than DeAndre Swift. So sometimes he's going to have to be okay with just getting 5 carries a game. It is what it is. You're putting Kenneth Gainwell in. If you decide, okay, in the first, second quarter, I'm going to put Gainwell in, make him the third down running back, fine. Okay. But you're putting him in crunch time. It doesn't make any fucking sense to do that. And you're not running the football with him to keep the balance up. It doesn't matter if DeAndre Swift ain't breaking off 7, 8, 9, 10 yards. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. DeAndre Swift is a top, this year, excuse me, once again, he's a top 3 running back this year. Top 3. It's McCaffrey, and I don't think really anybody else is playing better than him at this point in time. It's McCaffrey and him. He's the second best running back in the league. I'm sorry. Second best running back in the league. Give him the fucking football and play him. So again, maybe I guess Brian Johnson wanted that get back for the last time DeAndre Swift hit him in the eye, and DeAndre Swift hit his ass in the eye again. But I guess when he wanted to hit DeAndre Swift back in his eye, Howie and Sirianni must have been having a conversation like, all right, I got your ass. I'm going to make sure you don't play during the game. I'm just going to play it off. Act like I'm going to play him not. But all jokes aside, you got to put the best players on the field at all times. I think they took too long to involve Zacchaeus. I think, because Zacchaeus dropped one pass, I think it was like in the third quarter. He made up for it with a big-ass catch. But Zacchaeus should have been involved from the get-go. You waited too late, waited to crunch time to involve a player that doesn't get reps in this offense. You're about to cost us the game. You called some bad plays on third down. A couple times you did that. The random quarterback draws during the crunch time, that doesn't make any sense. You do that, like, he called some good quarterback draws this time around. It actually worked. Sometimes he did it at like, I'm like, bro, it's crunch time. You can't do that shit. You can't do that. Another gripe I have, and this is what really pisses the Eagles fans off. It's like, on one end, it's like, because here, I'm going to tell you how I felt. So, everybody was pissed off. So, Jalen Hurts apparently, according to what I heard, he audibled out the play, and he gave A.J. Brown a touchdown. And they were up by 7. A lot of people were saying, nah, you should have did that. You should have wasted the timeout and let Jake Elliott kick the field goal. In the beginning, I'm like, well, it shouldn't matter because it's 7 points they have to get. It's not even likely they're going to go for 2. They're going to risk going for 2, like, because otherwise, if they don't make it, Ron Rivera's going to get some heat, and he knows this. So you take the safe option and you tie it at 7. We go to overtime. Worst case scenario. So I'm thinking about something. I'm like, that's a good decision. Go ahead and score. But it's a bad decision. I'm going to tell you why it's a bad decision. It's a bad decision for one reason only. It's not for what Eagles fans think. It's reading the game. It's reading the game. And this is on Sirianni. It's not on everybody. It's on Sirianni. You got to look at what your defense is doing. Your defense was horrible this whole game. If your defense was playing good for the majority of this game, I would say, you know what, that was a good decision, you know, scoring that touchdown. It's a bad decision because at the end of the day, your defense is playing garbage. Not playing. Your defense is underperforming a lot. And I don't really say it on the players as much. I really put a label on the side. We'll talk about that later on in the video. But your defense is playing bad. The whole game, they're not performing. They are getting scored on damn near every time. Your defense can't stop Sam Howell. They can't. So you have to know this as a coach. You got to step in. It's the same way that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. I think he's the best quarterback of all time, talent-wise. Brady's still the GOAT, but Patrick Mahomes is my GOAT. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like whatever. We're not talking about the Chiefs. But listen, at the end of the day, as a coach, you got to be like in your mind, you know what? My defense is struggling. We need to just waste all the time off this clock, let Elliott get this kick, and that's it. Because your defense is playing bad. If your defense was playing good like it was the Minnesota game, and I remember what else before that. The Buccaneers game, I would say, yeah. Even to a certain extent, the Patriots game, but really I say Minnesota and Tampa Bay, we were really on. If your defense is playing like that, even to a certain extent, the Patriots, I would say, you know what, kick the full length of the field and let them score. But you have to understand this too. You damn near got, it's a 2-minute drill, damn near, so 2 minutes is plenty, damn near plenty of time. They got to like 150, 140. So, got plenty of time. They got one timeout. It's actually stupid. So in the beginning, I'm thinking like, yo, what, Eagles fans tripping, but it's actually, they're right. The smart decision would have been to go. Sometimes you have to step in front of your quarterback. And I know, like, there were some times where like Patrick Mahomes want to go for the 4th down. Andy Reid said, no, sit your ass down. We're gonna kick this field goal. As that's what you got to do as a coach. Because of course your player want to go out there and go and swing, especially when he's hot. But you got to step in as a coach and put your foot down and say, no, we got to win the game. It's not about your stats. I understand that you wanted some touchdowns that you might have missed. It's not about your stats. And I know Jalen Hurts not about that, but I think he felt like he was hot, and he saw something. But like you got to step in front of your play, be like, no, listen, we got to win this game. It ain't about your stats right now. Go sit down. We gonna waste time off this clock. Run it down. Have Elliott go out there. Okay. So outside those isolated incidents, Brian Johnson actually called a terrific football game. And then if you ask people, why did Brian Johnson to y'all was garbage? Why was he trash? They only list those examples I just made. I'm going to reiterate those for you. The lack of DeAndre Swift involvement. The not wasting time off the clock instead of opting for a touchdown and giving the Redskins the ball. Sorry, giving the Commanders the ball about 140, 150 on the clock. Basically a straight 2-minute drill. It's either that maybe some ill-advised quarterback draw, like a couple of stupid plays here and there down the stretch, and that's it. And I'm going to tell you something else. And this is what kills me, right? These Eagles post-game live. And of course, the host is fucking back. And this nigga said some stupid shit. You know what this nigga just said? He said something about something. And I'm not even going to watch the Ancilio. Because I know he's going to say some fucking dumb shit. I'm serious. I'm probably going to turn up like, Hurts was horrible. Hurts was horrible. I was surprised he threw an interception. Hurts was horrible. Like, he'll say some stupid shit like that. So I'm definitely not watching no goddamn dance. I definitely did not watch him. It would have been comic relief to make fun of him, but honestly, his takes are just so fucking bad. It's just annoying. You know what I'm saying? So moving on from that, let me get to what the post-game live host said. So he was like, yeah, and Jalen Hurts and the offense, they struggled. No, they fucking didn't. They damn near was going to score on every goddamn time. They didn't score every time that they were scoring. Hurts was hot. Hurts was like 8 for 8. He completed 8 straight passes. What the fuck are you talking about? Like literally, like Howell's stats looked a little better because our defense we could not get rhythm all game. Our defense made Howell look better, but realistically speaking, yo, it was a shootout the whole fucking game. I think we slowed down in the third quarter because we left DeAndre Swift out the offense and we didn't run him enough, and I think that a little bit more balance would have helped. But the refs fucked it up. They called a bullshit. What stopped us from actually scoring, because we got the first down. What stopped us is, and then fucking we gotta have a rule. Like, I guess I'm okay with Troy Aikman. I guess whatever. Because, you know, he's been doing it for long. He is good at his job for the most part. Daryl Johnson's a fucking... He was saying some stupid shit. You know, among them was talking about how the rule was legitimate. How about the call was legitimate or whatever. But I'm telling you right now, we got fucked over by the refs on that drive. So they called a offsides on Landon Dickerson. And it made no fucking sense to do that. It really didn't. Like, it was nothing egregious. It wasn't like what that dude from the Chiefs was doing. It was nothing egregious. They were upset. The refs were upset that we keep our automatic with this play, like, you know. And the funny shit is, it wasn't our home. They was calling bullshit calls, and it was in our hometown. It was in our hometown, man. It was in like that. That's how fucking crazy. It was in our hometown. You think we would get the benefit of the doubt? You know, it being our hometown, and it didn't. It was the refs were fucking us over, calling a bullshit off. That was crazy. I couldn't fucking believe it. You know what I'm saying? And then oftentimes there were I even seen, like, I don't know if it was Jalen Carter's or Jordan Davis' jersey was grabbed. They was holding multiple times and the ref didn't call none of that shit. Like, literally he was tugging the fucking jersey and holding it back by the jersey. They didn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? So, really, the guy's a fucking the host, or whatever the fuck this nigga name is a fucking moron. And it's funny, he needed to go change his prescription on his glasses. I don't know what fucking game this nigga was watching. That's just stupid. Jalen Hurts had his best fucking game the whole season. The fuck are you talking about? We're literally about to score on every goddamn drive. What are you saying? The refs fucked up the momentum by calling that bullshit Landon Dickerson offsides. That's what fucked it up. We were on point every time. We were damn near about to score on every drive. That's what ended our momentum. The fuck, I admit, make it make sense what you're saying. So, like, you know, the Brian Johnson overreaction, like, the heat should be for the side. If y'all say, fuck the side, he's trash, I'm not going to say fuck the side. But if y'all say, he's trash, he's garbage, he's getting 2.0, he deserved it. His play calling was dog shit yesterday. It was dog shit. I'm not going to lie, it was dog shit. It was fucking horrible. Like, if y'all want to give him the heat and rants about him, cool. Not Brian Johnson. Not Brian Johnson. That makes no fucking sense. He had a decent game. Not perfect. He was decent. It was pretty good. Like, I was impressed. Desai was fucking horrible. 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 And we'll talk about him later, but like he was garbage. And I'm sick and tired. I'm gonna take it easy on Barrett Brooks, because I actually like what he got to say for the most part. I don't hate the man. I don't want to curse the man out. I think he was a former Eagle, so I'm definitely going to curse the man out. And I think he played pretty damn good for the Eagles as well, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't going to curse Barrett Brooks out. But I will say this. My nigga, I don't know if you living too much of your playing days back in the day. But brother, this is 2023. And he's contradicting himself. He was talking about, so, well, I'm disappointed that we didn't run the football. We should have ran the football some more. We should have punched it in their mouth more. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? A.J. Brown was catching everything in his sight. I'm about to fuck up my favorite receiver's name, man. God damn it. Oh, shit. I'm gonna kill it. Devontae Smith. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I've been talking for a long time. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Anyway, Bear Brooks. The McNabb days, whatever the fuck days you played, it's over with, my guy. It's over. It's 2023. You got the third best tight end in the league. You got 2 top 10 receivers on your team. You better give him the fucking football, and you got DeAndre Swift who can actually catch the football. You better give him the fucking ball. So he contradicted himself because he was talking about something. Yeah, well, last year I was cool with the offense, and then this year, I'm paraphrasing, but this year not so much. He was doing the same shit. If not, we was actually running the ball less. He was running the ball less last year than we were this year. So you're contradicting yourself. You said you want to see more run plays. No. Jalen Hurts can throw the ball. We got weapons for a reason. We should do what the fuck Miami's doing. Obviously not against the Bills because they got their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Josh Allen had that turnover riddle first Monday Night Football against the Jets, that nigga turned that shit around. He said, yo, I ain't gonna say I fell off. That nigga, he flipped that motherfucker switch so fast. But we should be doing what the Dolphins doing, run up the fucking score. I'm getting fucked up. I understand that the plays haven't been quite, the offensive coordinator hasn't quite found his groove just yet. I see where he's going. I like where he's going for the most part, but you got to involve DeAndre Swift. You have to. You cannot give Gainwell no fucking carries unless it's maybe about the 5-2 or the first and goal, like on the goal line. We give him right there. Don't give him the fucking. Don't have him in the game. Other than that, DeAndre Swift needs to be in the game, especially in crunch time, a lot. He needs to get those carries. I'm sorry. It's okay to switch him out when he's tired, but you fucking involve him as much as you possibly can. He needs to be out there in the field. But there's 2 new weapons on this team for us to ignore. We're not going to ignore as the key is. We're not going to ignore Quez Watkins if he's healthy, but we'll focus on the keys because Quez didn't play, right? We're not going to ignore those guys. We are a pass-first team. I'm sorry. I don't know. I know that's not what you want to hear, but we're pass-first team. Can we run the ball more? Absolutely. But we are a pass-first team, sir. And I'm going to say this respectfully because I fuck with you. I'm not going to curse you out. But sir, stop living in 2000. I'm living in 1997. It's 2023. We got literally the best offense in the NFL of all time. Like on paper. We just got to get the shit together and start, the offense got to step up. So Jalen Hurts played, like I said, a phenomenal game. For the best game of the season, without question. Had some overthrows here and there. Missed Devontae Smith in the end zone one time. And it's a glaring weakness that I think he still has not developed. He got to work on throwing on the run. It seems like when he keeps rolling out, he refuses to look to keep extending the play with passing. It's like if he's looking to extend the play, he's running. And he threw one pass that was kind of like iffy on the accuracy. But he got to work on throwing on the run. When he's rolling out, he got to work on keeping the play alive, throwing the ball. Because I don't know how many fucks. Honestly, I think Goddard needs to have a conversation with Jalen Hurts. Because, at the end of the day, Goddard is open a lot. And Jalen Hurts just keep missing. Every time he's rolling out, he's wide the fuck open. Wide open. And he's not throwing him the football at all. So I think Goddard needs to have a conversation, and him and Jalen Hurts need to start working in the film room together. And start, having a conversation about what's going on in the field. Because I don't know if Goddard's having this conversation with Jalen Hurts. I think he needs to. Because at this point in time, it's getting ridiculous how much he's getting ignored. He got a few receptions here and there, but he should have had at least close to 100 yards. At least about 70, 80 yards. At least 6 receptions. Because he was wide open a lot. And Jalen Hurts, not developed the game as part of the game where he's throwing on the run. He's missing him over and over again. So Jalen Hurts needs to be needs to develop his game and be more comfortable extending the play with his arm and looking to pass first when rolling out rather than just straight running. You know what I'm saying? Just because the play break down doesn't mean you just give up the pass altogether. You commit to run. No. Keep the defense honest. You show that you have good vision and learn how to throw on the run. And I don't think Jalen Hurts is still. It was a weakness I've seen last season from time to time. It's still apparent now. Got to work on that because he missed Goddard way too many goddamn times. And Devontae Smith missed it as well. Other than that, Jalen Hurts is back. Jalen Hurts is back. And what a birthday present. Hurts whooped ass. Let me be up the stats real quick, man. Y'all remember shit off the top of my head. 25 for 37, 319 yards, 2 touchdowns, 9 rushes for 34 yards. Amazing. Amazing. Jalen Hurts, man. Amazing. Really, when it came to the audible, now his fault. Players don't want to play. Coach got to step in, put his foot down. Amazing. Amazing. He had an intentional grounding call, which is like, you know, just trying to take the game away from us. So move on from that. Devontae Smith, boy, I'm telling you right now, he my favorite receiver. See, Debo, you fucked up. You talk too much shit about the Eagles. You could be my favorite goddamn receiver, but Devontae Smith is my favorite receiver. And I said this shit before. I'm not bandwagoning. I've been said this shit before. After Debo talk shit, I said Devontae Smith is my favorite receiver. I've been said this. I'm like, you bandwagoning. No, I'm not. No, I'm fucking not. Devontae Smith is my favorite receiver. And we're talking about a birthday present. Y'all see the fucking catch? And it wasn't even the most accurate ball, but then again, Hurts got, damn, he got hit bad. Ball was in the air. He grabbed that motherfucker. That was like, I'm telling you right now, niggas been hating. Just like when they hate on Debo Samuel, like calling him a real receiver, niggas hate on Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith. Yeah, Devontae Smith talking about some, he's not a top 10 receiver. Yes, the fuck he is. He was like that last year. He just got to get his opportunities when it comes to them. The offense got to run through his, like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's so many weapons on his team. It's like hard to get. Some people have more opportunities than others, but trust and believe. We got 2 number 1s. We got 2 top 10 receivers. Don't fucking forget it. Devontae Smith. Big boy ass catch, bruh. The modern day Steve Smith. I'm telling you, like, bro, like, talks a little bit less trash and a little bit less aggressive as far as, like, the trash talking is concerned. But, bro, Devontae Smith is that guy. Doesn't complain, doesn't bitch. Yeah, team first. Great mentality, hard ass worker, and just fucking a phenomenal gifted athlete, bruh. Devontae Smith, I'm proud of you, man. You're the biggest gift of my birthday, pause. I don't know if that shit was sus, but whatever. That shit was a fire, man. And you know what else gave me a great gift for my birthday? AJ Brown. Thank you so much, AJ Brown. 9 receptions for 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. He made Emmanuel Forbes his son. He made him his son. I hope he got the chance to meet his sister after the game. He made him his son. Alright, anyway. Outside of that corny ass crying. This is one thing I'll say about AJ Brown, just a little bit. Talk trash. Control the aggression and the emotions behind it. Because what's end up happening is going to make you look bad. It makes you look like, oh shit, you stand up for yourself. No, it don't make you look bad. Reason being, you're a vet. He's a rookie. Pretty good rookie. You know what I'm saying? He's doing something. Emmanuel Forbes is decent. But you got to show him. Like, just ain't the way Kevin Durant was like, yo, I'm Kevin Durant. I remember the guy with them. Who? Like, who? Patrick Beverly, who? You got to show that. Emmanuel Forbes, who? Shit, I'm AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? I'm modern day T.O. Like, I'm AJ Brown. The fuck? Like, and it's sad. They're annoying doing all drug testing. What the fuck? Like, you did the same shit last year. You did the same shit last year. Y'all are wilding, bro. The Eagles always get the short end of the stick. I swear to God, we get the short end of the stick all the time, bro. It's annoying. The refs were nitpicking. He put the ball down by his legs. You know, and it cost us a field position, which made it easier to go into overtime, but that's whatever. We'll move on to defense because we're running out of time. Okay? Decide. That was dog shit. You was dog shit, brother. You was dog shit, man. You was dog shit. You was dog shit. Maybe you understand this. You don't blitz at all, like barely. The only time you blitz was in the beginning of the second half. Like, oh shit, Sirianni stepped up. Because Sirianni was like, the defense is on the field for too long. So I'm like, okay, this is on the side, I got the message. Because Pam Oliver, shout out to the beautiful, legendary Pam Oliver. Nick Sirianni's like, the offense is fine, we haven't had enough possession, which he was right. And he was like, you know what, the defense been on the field too long. So I'm looking at the blitzes in the second half, like, oh shit, he's stepping up. But he went right back to doing the same bullshit. Here's the reality situation. I understand. I don't want a 180 from Gannon. I think Gannon's concept was genius. Played through the second. I think it was genius. But when you're overdoing it, and it's to the point where, like, let's just say if I'm going to throw a blitz, right? Well, let's just say if it's like a 3rd and medium, like a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Why the fuck do you have your corners 10, 15 yards back? Why do you have them? Why? Why are you playing prevent defense on 3rd and 6? Bring them fucking corners up so they can have a chance to play the ball so you can pass and get there. Go throw some fucking blitzes, my guy. What are you doing? And the funny thing is, when he's throwing blitzes, it worked. There was one time that he showed blitz, and we just got picked apart. But we got picked apart because the corners are too fucking back. But this side, what the fuck are you doing, my guy? What are you doing? You said, I want this defense to be feared. Nobody's going to fear fucking Gannon 2.0, sir. Nobody's going to fear Gannon 2.0. Decide, get your shit together, brother. Minnesota, I fuck with you. Buccaneers, I fuck with you. Again, I said this even last time, he didn't really, the play call wasn't all that. It looked good because the defense made plays, but it wasn't all, the play call wasn't all that in the Buccaneers. I said that in my last video. Don't get it fucked up. I'm not bandwagoning. I'm saying what I said. Brother, you have to blitz. You got to bring them fucking corners up, sir. You're having 10 yards of open space, and all people got to do is do in routes, comebacks, act like I'm running a route, and then just stop and catch the ball. I got mad space. So that's, you know, your defense will be on the field longer because they're getting chunk yards, 5, 6, 7 yards. That shit, you think that, oh, it's taking all day from the score. No, not really. It's keep your defense on the field. So decide, horrible game, horrible, 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 brother, horrible. You get a D, and only reason you get a D and pause. You only get a D because you made adjustments in the beginning of the second half before you start being on that bullshit. Decide you were fucking horrible. I'm not gonna talk about you. Sweat made some plays. Cox made some really good plays when it counted, but I think a lot of his age. I honestly think his age is catching up with him a little bit too much. I'm still filming. Alright, bet. So I think his age is coming up with him a little bit too much because I noticed that like there were some sack opportunities, and that's when Jalen Carter got to come in and play. That's when guys like Milton Williams got to play a little bit more, and you got to pay, you got to read, because Cox was tired. I think he was tired, and he, you know what I'm saying? He's older. Is he still elite? Hell fucking yeah. Do I think he's a Pro Bowl caliber player? Hell fucking yeah. Absolutely. Cox is a fucking legend. One of the greatest defensive tackles in the 21st century. 100%. Cox is that guy. But he's older and he's slow. So when Howell's sitting up there trying to escape from the pressure, and Cox is taking all day to get to him, now Howell's picking us apart when we should have had sack plays. We should have had sacks on the play, but Cox has to be is the only guy that's rushing them. And then also too, here's the thing: it's like you rely on 4 guys to rush, and you're playing Cox too much. Jalen Carter gotta be in there. You gotta get some fresh legs. Put Mel Williams more in the game. Give Jalen Carter some more playing time. Give Carter some more playing time. You know what I'm saying? Give Jalen Carter some more. Give Mel Williams to give Jalen Carter some more playing time. Okay? You got to. I'm sorry, like Cox is playing amazing. Cox is amazing. Niggas was hating on him last year, but like, bro, he can do it. He don't have to do shit else. He did enough for. He carried Carson Wentz's garbage ass throughout his whole tenure, bro. He held that defense down as a leader, mentor, and with his play. So Cox don't have to do shit for nobody. Brandon Graham got some pressures that actually, nothing on the stat sheet, but definitely impacted some plays positively. So nothing. Now I ain't talking about Brandon Graham whatsoever. He's an Eagles legend in my opinion, without question. Carter did his thing. Davis a little bit quiet, but you know I'm not worried about Jordan Davis at all, to be honest with you. Cutting him off. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I got a hot take for y'all. It's sizzling on the skillet, bro. I'm telling you right now. Zach Cunningham and Nicholas Morrow are better than Kaiser White and T.J. Edwards. I said it. They're more productive. Maybe in coverage and not so great. T.J. Edwards played pretty good. Kaiser White was inconsistent, but I'm telling you right now. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. Honest to God's truth. Nicholas Morrow better not go to the fucking practice squad, because somebody's gonna pick him up. The man had 10 tackles with 3 sacks. Somebody's gonna pick him up. I promise you, somebody's gonna pick him up. And niggas, and this is what I can't say about you content creators. You motherfuckers is ignoring Morrow. Morrow's been playing good ever since he stepped in for Dean, and y'all ain't saying shit. Show my guy some love. Pause. Show him some love, man. Give that guy his respect. I want to hear y'all content creators play. Morrow's that guy. We were wrong. I was wrong. Morrow, I apologize for talking shit about you. I ain't because they're impressive preseason. No, you're impressive. You're a damn good player, man. One of the best picks. I'm glad. Don't want to Kobe Dean injured. I want to see him play. Blessed in disguise, because like, now we see what Morrow can do. I want to see him play for this team next year. I really do. I really think it's going to happen. I want to see him play for this team next year. And I don't want to see this nigga put him in the practice squad because somebody's going to scoop him up fast. Get rid of, kick somebody off. Jatavius Street don't need to fucking play. Ojomo don't need to play. Kick somebody off. Keep this nigga on the active roster. Please keep him on the active roster, bro. You got to boot. I don't give a fuck you boot Christian ass. I don't give a fuck. Keep Nicholas Morrow. Zach Cunningham, niggas talking shit about him. Like, real motherfuckers who watch the game, no way. Zach Cunningham has been that guy since he stepped in. But motherfuckers was like, you know, like hating on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Zach Cunningham played amazing, made some really good plays. They are a better duo than Kaiser White and TJ Edwards. Coverage, yeah, kind of suspect, but other than that, they make plays, pass rush, stopping a run, tackle for loss. They're all over the place. They're making plays. They're causing havoc. Shout out to those guys. Those guys make plays. Johnson said some shit was like, well, the linebacker core has always been short. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Wide linebacker is one of our weakest positions. But Cunningham and Morrow, they holding that shit down. Shout out to those guys. So about secondary real quick. Slay almost got a bad injury. I was like, God damn, I hope. Shout out to him, man. And bullshit PI call on him. And other bullshit PI call on Cunningham was actually Morrow. But Morrow didn't even do the fucking pass interference. So again, they taking the fucking damn away from us, man. They call it bullshit PI holding on Slade. Wasn't fucking holding. They call it bullshit play on Cunningham, which was supposed to be for Morrow, but that shit didn't even happen. That was bullshit. That was ticky-tack. Ticky-tack as fuck. And Terrell Edmonds played okay, I guess. I don't know. Joe got beat a few times. Like he definitely didn't play his best game. And they was on the practice squad. No, give him another chance. If worst case scenario he played bad, you'll put Ricks. Bradbury made some plays, but I think he kind of struggled on the way back. But that's because he's playing two positions. One, he doesn't play nickel. He's an outside corner, right? But he made plays when it counted. But he definitely got beat a lot. Slade made plays again, like I said, bullshit holding. Thank God he's okay, all right. Jurgens got injured. Opeta, shout out to Opeta. Niggas, they talk about him. Opeta holding his own. I don't see motherfuckers going through Opeta. Mulata struggled a little bit against Chase Young, but he cleaned up in the second half. But Chase Young, Mulata's been handling motherfuckers everywhere, left and right, handling Bosa. You know, Bosa was talking shit. He's a rugby player. Bro, handle him, but like Chase Young, he has some problems. But like, you know what I'm saying? He cleaned up in the second half, and that's all you can ask for. Yeah, I think that's it for that. Okay, so Derrick Johnson was saying a lot of stupid shit the whole game. I don't remember what the fuck he was saying, but like, stop having former Cowboys commentate our games. Elliott, the man, hit the field goal in overtime, 4 for 4, beautiful. Brayton, man, his ass. This nigga just a tad, like a little tad bit. Nigga, you put fucking Simples back on the roster, my nigga. Like this nigga, he Brady man's ass. I'm not gonna say like the dude is trash. If you want to say maybe a tiny bit like a fucking rice grain better than Simples, that nigga trash. Covey, not as good as last game, but he's getting better. I ain't gonna talk shit about bro. We didn't get too many kickoff returns, so that's it for today. Long ass video, too fucking long, but whatever. It's my birthday. I'm tired. I wanted to talk. I had a long conversation about shit I need to get off my chest. Whatever. It's my video. That's what the fuck I want to do. All right, moving on. Birthday got big dudes, but I have a bank account. Can't fucking talk. It'll talk for too long. Make sure to go follow me down in the description. Music is still out as always. As far as the music, what's going to happen in the future, I'll keep y'all posted on that. All right. That's it. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my birthday, the little bit that's left. I'm gonna celebrate this shit on Wednesday because I hate celebrating this shit on like half days, and the day's already over with. And I had to get y'all the video. I'm out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all work week and all that. We got the Rams coming up. I ain't talking about the Rams because this video is too goddamn long. All right, I'm out of here. Peace. All right.